Good evening, lovely viewers. It's time again for TBT. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. We sincerely apologize for coming your way quite late. We're having some technical which has been resolved. But all the same, yaba, inti yebe mo biajo. Edi kind of message or share link and now near bi. Please share the link for a brother or sister to also join us to come and listen to the truth we are going to be telling this evening. So please share the link, share the link, share the link. Don't be selfish. Share the link for a brother or sister to as well come and benefit from what we are about to discuss this evening. We are streaming on 3 social media platforms today. That is Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Social media platforms me and Sansu and Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, and streaming. And dia obeti media faso abaye Boakye-Fosuhene. Boakye-Fosuhene. Oboso pe oba bekan ho na yetimi adiscuss enne enwumre ye njumedi ye babedi. And a very powerful topic to discuss, and we have as well some powerful men in the house. It's not only my coach, but we have a very honorable entrepreneur in town. We are honored to have him in our midst today. Intimestro say, Anthony be in a chair no. Me money the men can read. Pese will share link no. Na obi so ebe join be. And we are discussing something that will benefit each and every one of us. So please, we plead say, Obama unya be aba. Mpacho obi aba join be. Mami unso aba. Just tell me TBT hi, hello. Mami unso aba. Along the line, mpacho say was and be said beer. And also will view be able to the bar. Mestre say what about beto in platforms so either YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Or the toha and menace one bet 5 points now deliberation on it. Now you now say to me charging as in bisaswa a teacher for an answer in the form of teha and you may bet me a buana yina yet me so abobo who said a bear. Assembly a chair wadrin, you bet me at discussing na yin nation be a free. In Tebestro say, oh, assembly say beer. Na ode atoho amai emre no so a ye befa na ya discuss. Coach.
Yes sir.
I salute sir.
I take am.
Okay, akwa baso.
Video seminia.
Papa bakoso ha e friend no Mr. Kofi Anane, Mr. Kofi Anane akwa ba.
Yeah.
Nyumre say we be aboko de.
Ya me adom be be aboko.
So he's an entrepreneur and we know our coach KBF.
Me the one me say me want to say na. Was I say na dey was oh yeah. And me ni apanya bantu ma di gentle nti na dey. Me I na dey. I na dey.
Going to measure a special link and we start joining in what be benefited from then yeah in discussion about be no. Them say yeah dicky we living a happy life, how to live a happy life. Yeah we now I'm ready to be my coach and also and I coach over
Aja me dey ne obeka na.
We dey summarize ma on one eye.
All right. I think the last week any last 2 weeks, maybe say you should be 2 weeks to discuss live a happy life. Na ade ba ko a yesua ye ka mitrim kese pa ne say happiness starts from the mind. Into nipa sa wadwen mu no anije ni wadwen mu a nipadua ne ntumi nya anije. So you must always start your happiness from your mind. So this shows say you should not be entertaining negativity in the mind. Because the moment service be wadwen no and your mind say fata beba mu no it drains or takes away the happiness as I say nka wonsaka no. Afi ade ba ko so amekai pa me sua me dey say stop comparing yourself to others. Edu ba bi ade ba kwa ema ye ni nyene say we now am a classmate we see me dey mentumi nyi see because life no sebe ye nyina ya ama the same day ena esno sene nhihyaye ekwa esi obi abrabom ena esno ba bi obi aso firi obi o ha ampanyi se ye wo to series esi so enche no aye tenten obi o so amana mu na o ntegi se nkaka akra oba but nyagide se ye den a one day no o so so beduru ho na ade ba ko so American at atwa to ne say anije ya ade a you have to create it yourself and twen se obi be ma wani age but one kasano you need to learn how to create your own happiness. Chris, I think it's a you know, we have to live a happy life. It's say there, we ain't ye see move, but we dey nije enko.
All right, it's a better for CP. Neither coach, so as I say, what bonnet offer, tentem, am I MSM Renington, Meko, and Ne, yen topic. So, topic can say prosperity through business. Prosperity through business. I think that I believe everyone wants to prosper in life. But we are channeling the prosperity today into the aspect of business. That's why I have a senior entrepreneur in the land in our studios today.
Sure.
We want to, at least, we don't want to just talk, we want to also show working. We have brought people who are, we have people who are also into the business arena to also come and add their voice. Timothy is also a businessman, also, so maybe he was working na ya can't meet me, yes, a prosperity through business. But you better near to the prosperity, there. Then we'll now link it to business. Coach, medical about.
Okay. Medasi. I'll start with what prosperity is not.
Okay.
Most of the times when we hear prosperity, we are thinking of money. Into Ubuha Unyate says, hey, prosperity, and say ska. But prosperity is not necessarily money, even though money is part of prosperity. In fact, prosperity comes from the word prosper. And when you translate it, it means to do well. So when we talk about prosperity, we are talking about you doing well in any field you find yourself. So if you are a child and you are doing well when it comes to education, we can say that you are prospering in the area of education. If you're a footballer, to say World Cup, we will be any the zero name money at this, so they are prospering through their talent. So when we talk about prosperity, mama who say enye sika nko a sika no ka ho but enye sika nko a but ade bi a wo ye no say wo ye na eye because in life we all look out for results. Once you are able to achieve your expected results, prosperity, and you know sana me to me akano when we talk about prosperity.
Okay, here who prosperity no that go fit but your nan also they buy through business and my wife was my little enlightenment in that area.
Okay. But you said so for kind, you know. He said prosperity is like doing well.
Okay.
If you want to explain, he said you do well. So when we come to business, if you are prospering in business, it means that your business is doing well. So when you are doing business and your business, you are seeing progress. You are saying that my business is moving from one stage to the another, and I'm seeing results. It means that you are being prospered in your field or in the business that you are doing. So prosperity will give you results. If you are not seeing results, you are not seeing progress, you are not doing well, it means that you are not seeing prosperity in what you are doing. So when we begin to see results, say who said the cost so ye bamu and kind croy bama, not just prosperity, and I say ye abba.
Okay. Indeed, you better must be so much prosperity through business. Now say, it's coach. I can't prosperity through business. What are we going to look at today?
Okay.
Am I a little intro into it?
All right. So prosperity. The question concerning this and say, can we really prosper? Because you are TB say, oh, ubedi, and you bet me a dear, and none a year she. Na ye dear no, and crabata bebre. Now sometimes, you know, you say aqualabia, ubia aquala, so mini a metoka, but who can we na? Do not say Ninia, omutimi no. So prosperity does not come by wishes. Inti emu bebre ho idea no kaso me ye too. There be prosperity will come as a result of productive work. This is something that we have to embrace and understand. Send the bear won't say sebi abrabo ni we ni ye die no ewo ho. Prosperity is for all, but you must engage in productive work before and sana prosperity no to me about life mo. and now share a soon be brea. Yen my war assume be money adeno. Sometimes in Sambia a tiffy hono. Yadwin ye say, bia, what an asecora noa, na sebi, o bomb paya, a beba. Now so no, ya try be paying. One can no try who say and tessa. So now we have to change the formula. In the formula, and say there is always a way. You will quite a fast man near maba. And when it comes to prosperity, prosperity has a way. And one of the ways are ube to me are fast, irrespective of who you are, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your religion. So what fast on dia prosperity beba a true business. And unti nama Chris, yeah, Saturday we believe say if we are able to engage in profitable business, through that we can prosper in this life.
If we're able to engage through profitable business,
Yes, sir.
we can be able to prosper. Wow. It's here for him say Janaso. Mr. Sabakosa, I'm a winning business so Abba kind one with me. I've benefited from and your topic prosperity through business. Prosperity through business. So the education account. Obi I'm the one who see me I'm be able to prosper. Obi able to do.
Why not?
Anything and you may say you see the quite benzo and if be the see who quite and I tell me for so at the intimate YouTube as I now I'm say Eric Penna Chesawaba but I'm only more than 15 so say na dey next time for any adwuma mesrem wow baby I know watch them say waba TBT hello ana bibi my own say also waba na asem be kan say dey oka nyama okeka ni bi na bi wabetime den attra to ho wo asem be say bi wabetime dey enso aba na amaye nyina anyway ye no interactive session ye ye be say no nyina na di sa dwuma di temesrel de usua bi ana so wotro de session for us na so de beto a na ye sua bibi afrim na no nyina sua bibi ntimbacho de wodi ababia na de wo team de so de beba na mbrano no ye be kan msemre bi dro be kan bibi a wo ho bia na yetumi enyina ache adwen e me call me say TikTok I'm saying nipa ba ko no say one side ma me ka twa mpacho ya banyam so de oba let me know you are here my moon so aba it will buy just TBT nothing the truth nothing but my moon so aba na come you come prosperity no and a business home na yin na yin me Stanley, can one prosper without working? Can one prosper?
No, it's not possible. It's not possible to prosper without working. Say, oh yeah, magic. Oh yeah, magic. Say, opesawudi, but when you be but ye dear baba, prosperity will come without doing anything. It's not possible that way. Prosperity requires work. Okay. You need to work, and as we said earlier, no, whilst you work, your work progresses.
Once you work, your work progresses. Okay.
It expands. Then you begin to see fruits from the work that you are doing. So out of that, the results of the productivity or how productive you are will determine how prosperous you can be.
So if you don't work,
you cannot prosper.
If there's no expansion, you don't have any fruits or products to show.
Yeah, because we explain prosperity to say that you are doing well in your field. So we need field be more. We be a better than what me but not prosperity to me. It's not possible. It say bibi wo ha o ye. I am so nyamede prosperity e bebro. Na yeso pass obisa say can there be prosperity without working? Some time ago we used to think like that. Say you beat me abompaye and believe God. Say be a dear channel na $1 million and I'll cry. I'm a man at a good in those days. But sad no money being Sibu. Man at the attract move. You see young cofa a stress subu. There's no migration of the people of Israel. So we are waiting on God to provide. Now, and then we are saying, so you need to work. And like I said, the American, that notion, Anglophobia was say, oh, I'm believing God for this. Suddenly there will be a breakthrough. Suddenly there will be a breakthrough. Suddenly some money will come. Suddenly somebody will just come through and bless me with whatever. Massa. As I said, out of what you are doing, your prosperity will come.
Wow. Out of what you are doing, your prosperity will come. Coach.
Yes, sir.
I say prosperity requires work. What also I drink a crown.
In fact, maybe some question be so say. Obi ane papa ye ohene. Na ni papa uskapa. Ni papa wone ba ko pe. Say ni pa no say obeto me fan say let me use the word prosperity. Ni papa prosper. Not money they say. Na papa no wone ba ko pe na wabeto skanim. Say ono say be betuma ka say onye adwuma bia. But ebi papa no kra ye wela ade ni nyina ye ne dia. Ti say ni pa no so no ye be kan say. Now me sign be home from the other side say when you have any amount of wealth na say wealth no wa nye ho adwuma ma na expand ya with time esote.
Okay.
With time esote. So for you not to have reduction or change of level, lower level in your prosperity, you need to work in order to increase it. Enti adwuma na wo be ye no eno na be ma wo yie die no atumi akọ nanim. So without work, in fact, when you don't put in any effort in life, nothing will grow for you. If you want something to grow for you, you have to put in work. Now, we are seeing, we have seen a lot of things. Me my example back. Obi bi no ye farmer. A farmer cannot, in fact, he's not supposed to even think of harvest when he has not cultivated the land. You have to think of the work before the harvest. Who say people are able to get harvest at the end of cultivating a land. Into cultivating we what do so the will spray, then after a period. Now some people are doing cashew. Ebimu ye mango plantation near de. And no years them, yes, up to this time, and son shall see us. And you know, this tells us to say, if I want to see prosperity, then I cannot take work out of it. Now in business, you cannot be a good business person and see prosperity in your business when you don't invest. You have to invest time. You have to invest resources. So when to me invest sa nyoma we ya ebeye den say prosperity now doing well now person who in your business no ebe to me abasosa. So I believe say me nuapanyi eye adwen say there is a need say ye nyina no ye to me eye adwuma bi because say wan nya adwuma ento me emma o prosperity no simple unsa ka bia with time it is going to drain na akoye basa.
Coach, I'm a question be or I think I really want to draw in greatness, but who say you said okay, you be high the awailing abeto.
Okay.
And so. And like you said, when putting effort be with time, it will shrink off. And from the initial stage, like I said, perspective say obi the OD and I say okoso you may the OD. And if someone inherits, can I say the person is doing well or the person is prospering? Yeah, share the face na angle free by and say metewa you know, it's by chance will be abeto. Now when you're Japadeka CB, Miss Menya you may be a metewana may enjoy this because Menya be a $10 billion be now to an woody. Can we tell us prosperity? Look at the definition with the angle we came from. Because I say prosperity, I say Udi.
Okay.
So you know, like what you do when me enjoy it.
Okay.
But said from the say there's a church can we say this is actually prosperity?
Now that thing you are calling prosperity, is at the expense of somebody's work. Until who inherited from one be our papa. So papa ye human aba. So we are saying say onsa campo ne term say prosperity because you are having you need to expand it. But what you are onya ho hwe no there. One say most great businessmen when they passed away, most of the times omo business you realize say business a platform because their successes no mo beba no sometimes omo put in much work send no nipa kon no nti be hu say na adwuma no aye basa. So fatu trim say whether you inherit prosperity or you create prosperity, what stabilizes and enhances and also bring progress in prosperity is work. We adwuma we be hu say prosperity and when you say from until order. That is when you don't do anything about it. And then you say epokora and so etogum. So you have to understand. It do be a sea level eba from in so to na recharge. It's like underground water. And we have to know say we bet me recharge a year prosperity. Na prosperity na so what being hurt na still you have to work. Send a baby to my corner. Minim say hi, say minimum.
Yeah, but you're right. But kakra me pese me de kan de suffer kind on here say wo share your definition for prosperity now. You can say when you are seeing progress in what you are doing.
Yeah.
Nti se na o papa e wo bi and now we inherit here. Why inherit wealth? The papa pay to order that no be inherited. Into why inherit wealth? But for you to add on to that wealth, no.
Make it prosperity.
Make it prosperity. So one add it up, one progressive from where you inherited now. Went to me and you are likely to come down if you are not working to add up to what you have inherited. So once you are working and you are adding and you are making progress, you are prospering from what you inherited. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah.
And then the prosperity as we are talking about, obi level or the best start is obeye ejuma no different from obedie. So say papa ne despite no wa ejuma no de wa ye no e na wo beto aso, but you are supposed to work or add up to whatever you came to meet. Whatever you came to meet. And say papa be wu kura agya wade a obehwe say me ba we ade we a me wudi agya obetimi edi bi aka ho amana beka abusuan mu anaze de mede ma no be hye ase amanasa. Okay, but what you say, so even those who already have it in society, they are working more. They are adding up, always adding up to the business that they have already, so that whatever stage are on, they can progress more. So they can progress more. And going back, yeah, definition for prosperity, yes, you are doing well, but prosper. There are things that shows that you have prospered.
Okay.
So there are things that shows that you have prospered. You material possessions or materially there are things amongst nipa we were the car be so few abetinemu ni. It's not just making progress, but the things you acquire, your financial state. Genesis 13:2, Bible count how rich Abraham was. The possessions so determines that. So it's not you make progress, but once you make progress, there are things that there's a state that you acquire. That shows that you have prospered.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Daddy Anani. Me patrol, running team coach. Messi besides patrol, me in Chawano. Messi say, "Wa wo so bia na me yun musa waba." Say me can be a you be now so the usua ebeto. Just on any papa community pen na me comments, but I want us to interact. It's mostly be brave also. Meaning some movie I am more comments, but yeah, you see a name in a check addition. Yes. Now, as well, I want you to share the link to a brother or a sister to also learn from whatever we are discussing this evening. That is prosperity through business. We have been able to ascertain, say, prosperity requires work. You can't prosper without working. And yes, and I just say, either but ni na kwa so na kwa bonus so kwa na so edwuma
ano kwa ne ma edwuma ye
intimacy say yeah very say we should be free because I like we said from the onset we all want to prosper, so please let's look at the right way of prospering. Still with the prosperity through work.
Okay.
Or we know that we have to work through in order to prosper. Coach, I want to know what work do for us in order to prosper? What would the work do?
Okay.
How would it help us? Like, what part would the work play in order to make us prosper?
All right. Everybody must work through skills.
Okay.
Everybody
must work through skills.
So that when even you don't have a skill in something, you can learn.
Okay.
Now, whilst you are working, the work develops the skills.
Work
develops the skills. And until I say, you bet me the aqualabia koto adwuma me fan say mechanic. Okoye no nim hwe. But ye be sha say ye kire no adwuma no. Nti ye man the skill. Nti say adwuma ba na ne master e de adwuma na ma no. Nti bere a all ye adwuma no na o develop skills no. So when you refuse to work, you cannot develop your skills. Number 2, work also creates opportunities.
Work creates opportunities.
Yes. The reason why some people are working at certain places is that ebi mo start ye adwuma and na adwuma no agina and na create opportunities. Ama ebi mo so anya bi ababe. So, whenever you work, ebua create opportunities for yourself and for others. Obi o ha anya adwuma o ya anka o nhia ebia obida. But sometimes through the work you do no ebema wo hia mpanyifo wo ha no me say be a program ye one day say Chris ebia president so here of Flagstaff House brab na be inter something, but through this and ya fro me say omo be frɛ me bi nya won ko ana ebi on be frɛ because I made me brab di bachi na hina ye ko. So work creates opportunities, then work builds confidence. Ade bi a wotaye no em say te say teacher bi o ho a o kira ade a onkita lesson no sumpo onkita textbook obi o ha wa kira ade na ma topic no egu ni nsa no nti oba class a book bi ankita but obe kira ade no adentia wa build confidence wa kira ade na che nti no o de opa fa ne fa he. So work will always build your confidence. Last but not the least, now maybe can about results.
Yeah.
Work will always produce results for you. So we the results will come. So results emma. So there is a saying that I have: do nothing, get nothing. Do nothing, get nothing. If you don't do anything, you won't get anything. And no na emma envy bano. Who says Sabu obi asine dan say o say na we na ye nyina na o ye adwuma but wo de na wo ye time a wo no wo di ne ho kokonsa no so they dream bibi. You realize in this life those who have prospered, you know, they don't have time for certain things. So fena or kwadwin de ntia, even whilst we are complaining that the economy in the country, they are not looking at that. Or shut me to me aye. So let's work in order to produce results. When we work, we are going to produce results.
When we work, we are going to produce results. Coach KBF. Mr. Rosa, because I share link and I will be able to etimi abeka hona. So that I can always say be afato ho or you be so an appoint be afato. Me pe me abeka na etimi. That's what so. Coach say your business can be a kind of say if you keep doing what you are doing, you keep getting what you are getting.
Yeah.
It's a so when you different results are you have to change the method, you have to do something different. And coach, you only say no. Now yeah the bad business. I said that now our last point now say most people complain. But yeah, those are prospering now in our time are those who now pick the problems and turn them into solutions. I'm not for complaining. There are people who are always just complaining. Others are picking the problems and making the solutions out for them. So they can, and people think I'm a baby and baby. What's your advice to the youth nowadays? Because from the first and non comparison but meet me that after we machine. Said now that they can. Some people don't want to do anything, and the youth or iPhone 17 Pro Max or baby, but when you're caught, we say. Or Lamborghini, or everything luxurious. They want it, but they don't want to work. And I'm in a big casa within the week, and the youth in the show for a Juma. The first question we saw Ghanaians, no casa or not, what's an average say, they would not even employ you, no matter how competent you are. And our friends are na salary nears. Before the application, we have so salary and sana or the application writing. Amber. That's the kind of generation we are in.
Gen Z.
What's your view on this?
All right. Chris.
Coach.
P is P.
P is P.
P is P.
But you're breaking it down.
Problem is prosperity.
Problem is prosperity.
Yes, P is P. Oshe omwa and they celebrate say they are prospered now. They identified a problem and oma convert it. Na ababe prosperity amount. Na me brani edi nkomo bi. Abrabo mu no se o life okura ko tin sa na it doesn't show you are going somewhere. You have to face certain challenges in life. Once you face those challenges, problems, then you have to find solution to the problem. And to me, any solution to a problem, that is what creates the prosperity for you. So prosperity is about bringing solutions to problems. That's all. Time bena obi ene obi beye wedding hwan oso kopamonta de. Yes, that time you need a fashion designer or tailor and a seamstress. Na wako because uhia tade a. So you need na wo or solution to it. Because material betima akoto nanka wa fira na woko but yenye ne sa just what they call enti ono no betumi a solve enti onipa na all solve o problem a ono na esese wutua ne ka e ka na wutua no it is going to prosper the person.
Okay.
Enti no yen solve problem bia but ye pe akatua. Okay, enunti na sabi we don't encourage people chacha because chacha ya there on said that me fan say you are not solving any problem there obi say trial and what chacha sika bebre to me enye bibi papa bia. So we encourage say find a problem, solve the problem, out of the solution prosperity will come. What say oba as an addition enye kama. Bokope classes teacher or home teacher. Ono onimade no obetumi abekire wo ba na de ama wo ba no na addition sesa. Nti ukofa ne ba obetua ne ka. Akatua na de ama no a prosper no. So I believe that we need to start fishing out for problems and solution. Na yenfa solution embra so that the prosperity will come.
Same on the prosperity, like we using business or problems to solve things in order to be able to prosper.
The Americano is not different from what he has said already. Business is about identifying a problem and creating a solution for that problem, to solve problem in the community or for humanity. And see, the whole idea of a business is that we identify problem be and I will solve it. Said you ubenye sika. So or a service you render in order to get a problem. Sometimes no somebody is providing whatever you want to do, but there's something the person is not doing. So you want to add to that. I used to do this thing here, but it seems that you are doing it better than this person is doing. So I rather come to you for this service. You will see, say, oh yeah, as a bow you to your baby salon. There's a particular salon I work on. But once you visited a particular hairdresser, and then you open a service no more, when you say, I said you're here with when need your home more than where you were going previously. Perhaps this hairdresser has noticed that they are supposed to add this to the hair, but they are not doing it. So I'm coming in with this technique. My customers. So a bit to me, a food joint. Obi so obi located say oh this area say me no I mo be see her. Me we say dru wi an krofo peduane atwa ye bro. A problem no identify.
Yeah.
So then I mean no menye food joint be see her. Na me timi aton aduane e wo ha man krofo because mo some krofo brands so manya aduane adi. Is what's of a problem? E bi kra no obi wo ha ono no aduane no bi dada. But what who be say nipa na aduane na te sei. Ida more costly. Intimate me aton say aduane na ono ton at a lesser price am for. And I say me meet me am a quality no I better than what this person is giving to the customers. So when people come to and they see that oh your food is different from what this person is serving us, they will attend to you. Into business in the whole is about solving a problem. So we look at Chinese cars. See, by your system. Why is everybody talking about Chinese cars near there? Cars has been a system for a very long time. But you see, this one coming in. They are saying that we can even give you a car. You will not buy fuel. You are not going to buy fuel. And imagine say what car you see 5 years. I want to fuel. You see, with that idea, a better come walk Toby. If you want pepe. And the cars are in series. There's one that has a generator in the car. You don't even need to stop to you don't even need to stop to charge the car. Once I want to walk on a car and air charge. So when we say innovation or the other full be a solve a problem. Buying fuel is a huge problem. So do you remember the car, bro? Car, no, you don't need to buy fuel. Just charge the car. And some of the things the guys are doing is serious. So you share problem and then we solve it. And sometimes the problem is existing, but so the solution is there. But you want to see that something they are not doing it. My main family example how I entered into auto part business in 2016. You talk car Toyota Highlander. That are not common filter. Here per filter after you to Kumasi. It normally will be without filters no Kumasi mame. Now my JB metal by 5 or 6, which we are taking by a year. Once when the car call washing bay, and our boys ni umuya filters and our car. Unfortunately, my next service na me mechanic in your or two quite, and I'm the car no come more busy on the sound of your mommy. The person changed the filter or the different filter and a ball car. Until after it's a sign, the following day we're going to Accra, the whole Kumasi, the whole family we were traveling to Kumasi. Became na car no stop pay. I bearing. And that filter, 50 cedis, led to buying a new engine.
Wow.
And I came to see, say, it wasn't a problem for me alone. Sa year na to Sonata, Hyundai Sonata, I shall say, Eba. And I saw people's cars broken down. I become mechanic shop. I said, oh, where the filter engine a born a car. So, oh, car where the filter engine a born a car. So that is how I came. So, okay, then let me go into this business, providing original parts for customers. Ready shops for magazine be brave, but me a shop and they say I just want to sell original. So anything you come to me and you buy your original, and that is how I went into auto parts business. Into for the yakama, all solve a problem, a business, and the problems are many. And this are all limited on say area we in service. But you have that skill which me provide. Say so crew yes I do baby and uncle for proper if you are man. I don't mean finding in business. So you set up a cleaning company just to be cleaning people's home and people's offices. It's a business. Now many how the people even come in with the laundry will be up on this nata the amano. So you set up even don't say oh this place is too choked for this thing. Shemubong said there's something they are doing, but they are not doing it well. So I want to add this one to my own business and make it different. And you have a business there.
Okay. With them say me so bibi chere madwen kakra me de betu me nu anim.
Okay.
We are saying say we are talking about business is about solving problems. Is church a business? Because Usha, Bimuka say, sorry, solve problems. So can we say church is so a business? Now, if you say a business, should it run on say making profit and not say be oh the amount no say who are now.
Yes. Church is a business. Yes. It requires human beings.
Sure.
You are dealing with human beings.
Okay.
What idea did you have initially before starting the church? God gave you a vision. So you start your church, and why do you want somebody to leave the church? The person is already attending and come to your church. There must be something different. So there must be something different you are going to do in your church. That is why you want this person. There's a service you are going to provide. Nipano, oh now baby, I know quite sorry that. Because there be me quite sorry we say. It's a business, but and yes, you are making profit for yourself, but for the kingdom. And if you are not expanding, if you are not progressing, you are run at a loss.
Yes.
You, the leader, will not be happy because you want to see progress, you want to see expansion, and because of that, there are principles that you need to apply to make sure that the church will grow. And because of that, a business, because say why apply principles, people will leave your church and go to another church. So you have to put in effort, principles, and business, and you need the discipline and everything. You have to also make yourself available like a businessman. Also, why already say, share customers, you are going to solve problems. The same way, you prepare yourself that once you are dealing with human beings, you are going to solve problems, you are going to solve challenges. I have to put in this, I have to add this, I have to. No, why will we establish a studio like this one? So you met now. And then give it to me a transfer them or maybe I'm going to use an anchor Casania there. But you see, this one has weight to whatever we are doing here. And that mindset make it a business. How many churches in town has this kind of studio? Nobody. So, but it's inviting. I think, or a serious-minded person, like every businessman would do. So, church is a business. But your business, and we are looking at profit for you. It's for the kingdom. For church, they for the kingdom expansion. So there's a business you are running for the Lord.
If that's the case, do we need money in business?
Yes.
So do we need money in church?
Very well.
Sometimes why do we complain? Maybe some question say so what am I
you see, the attack on the finances of the church is attack. Okay. Those things people say about attack. When you come to church and the church auditorium is well organized, fans are blowing, you have air conditions, you have chairs, good chairs, you sit on whose money should we use to buy those things?
God.
Whose money should we use to buy those things? Whose money should we use to buy power for the church? So we want to have a nice church, a nice auditorium. But and the kingdom also needs money. Oh, sorry, I'll call it Juma. Obisuwa dedicating on was a mayor of into also son of better office that I'm counseling people. See, may change so within the problem, Beba. I saw about number bonfire man. This church member wants to see me with their problem, and I have to pray for them. Anything I go upon for us as a shepherd. Into yenye kwe juma, ni gesika no abeboa kingdom no. But whereby we see people criticizing, and the pastors are they are chopping there. That's what only they are so extorting the chair
members
from the members. You don't see who's a Christopher on the the people from the other side, Nipa unbelievers, but a attack on the church, because when you are stopped from bringing your money to the church, you are stopping yourself for God blessing you. Okay. Anytime office be when you ati, into nyame adwuma de me sika nko nyame adwuma mu de, because any giver knows what he gets from giving. Either you give to the church or give to any man of God, you know what you get. Until you as a child of God, don't let somebody influence you that the pastors are taking your money and they are doing this. What are they doing? No, you should know why you should take your money to the church. You should know why you should pay tithe. You should know why you should give offering. The benefits, you should know it. And the man will be in coach you. Then you are being an ignorant Christian. Said the offer usika unim says me padiatra because shop we are me partner. And I'm a family sika, this is the shirt I want to buy. In the same way, you are giving offering. You know that this is the amount of money I want to give. This is the tithe I want to give. This is the church I'm identified. This is where I want to go. Because young kofo busy can find my ass sorry in our bus. That's what I feel. And I'm person bus. And when you can find my ass and you come.
But I think that one thing I've realized now is some of the men of God Nangasa said all kind. We have things that people want to see and also enjoy. But we take on them, say, they bring and they bring pet tight. Same say, we can on pet. When I start to say, we church the chair tight. Then a lot of people will repeat. But they be a little bit, say, me and man for nothing, episode tight in the other. Now, if you call for another contention, but it will link it back to somebody can kind of say one banker, the bank, we had bank, and it came to town, and I saw that they were really making progress. So I asked one of the branch manager, said, why are you guys? So, but most sweep you other banks customers in. So we are doing what the other banks are failing to do.
Yeah.
And truly, you saw say, but there was once now a Baba Bio estate. Or to Anna, or Philippi Rada was I mean, bankers never mentioned. I went to me to Kanwa J. Nisika Akoto Banka. How like a mouth feel say, and they able to talk to like big man, no man, but must see from now. Here's a Baba. Was the bankers. And the guy felt good, like say, they be on mobile, don't want to buy number 10 when you come. Sometimes you not on this car, they can come or you be then they encouraging. What I say, it made the guy feel good, say. And I realized that their banks too. I took time to study them. Banks go have branch manager, but not teller, city so that. But when the paradox one, they sometimes create other teller points.
I know the bank.
No magic. They make a home. And sometimes customer what to be the banks in the have they say 12 abo or more call break. But this bank would the managers HOP branch and or maybe release the tellers maybe down here in a doors. Then they release them to also go for break. And the branch manager, HOP, the big people, they also sit in the teller seats to receive customers. They'll say, so I have Nipa Bruce pay. Within some short time, they sit, create something, and within a short while, the customers are going. So I realized it was no fluke said they were really getting the other people because we'll be a person or be quick. Because banks are first so cold in a bank, they are betting the bear 4 or 5 hours now in rules.
Oh, sir, Chris, and when you say, I will be a didico by beer, assume a bedroom. And business is like that. Baby, I'll be quiet or who be told. A ho and a woko. Now, send a medical question by is church also a business? Yes, because say obi who so be free sorry a kwa sorry be o gidi say be hon and assume bejon. So one time they asked the man of God how na sorry no enyin sa and I'll say create a good pasture and the sheep will come and feed. Until good pasture no and necessary will create. So now in this our time no, we have to understand that the church has become like a business. Send the menu up and you can yes a business but the principles are you apply in the business field in the same principle and they apply in the church. Until asori no yet the sebisika na yema asori bia wo bewura wo behu say hoye feu bisa ho say dey no mo de koto ade kro no. Recently me call program be wo church bi. Oh, I saw their LED screen, big one, and the place was nice. I really admire the place, but me say bisa mo say enti me bisa mu no omo said that ye container from China. From China, nkonya screens what be lightning. China no bisa ho say nyoma no mkotoye no sebi dey no mo de toye. Even trying to import the thing no to our country no and also so ye di bedu ye transporting it. It is anyoma we you see sometimes people don't look at it. And this as well as pesa hoye hoye tighter. You should be ready to also support it. But then a Christopher be brain na sorry na say meanwhile we want to enjoy a comfortable place. Say the menu can still there other than antena bonti anye. Yes ye tia see say aircon air boy ho kama aircon no say your power na the power no. You understand? Machines are a guha no. I mean machines kama anything na etumi dey program yi ema obi sabre obi o US otienka obi o UK otienka uji di say if we had not invested money. So let's understand, say, when it comes to the church, Mama Yenya say, we think, say, church is also is running like a business. Until young conisa, na nyoma entumisi for us to all enjoy it.
Which me that was say, I think say in that same line.
Okay.
One thing is that maybe I'm free by not on man and area, but in church and I is taking the panel from the onset is one thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't build them with the foundation. Say this is what it takes. What I say. Instead be now say along the line the baby they feel say what is woman and say no, this is not what we really saw from afar. And not China, there are church members say in town who are doing so well. Church members and say they can take your and one. Then I said that when members also you can see a koto adiwi. Me who say truly this thing has been bought. It makes them have believe in the system. Say the people are not misleading us. They are rather putting our money into good use. Yeah. Sometimes I guess some of no. If they are really enlightened that all kinds of customer, you don't really struggle with them because when him say oh you can say koto we are but sometimes you can say koto 10 years maybe one for another members for my way. Sky quite go yeah, I think that we should also look at that in that angle. Bruno, I be. But my last yes, coach.
Oh, I make a bibia. Monsieur, na me bra panya but my gentle. Aha, my mammy gentle. And they be on enemy gentle.
Where should we start from? Where should we start from? If you want to progress, if you want to prosper, where should we start from?
Okay, so we are talking about prosperity through business.
Yeah.
So you want to start a business. Starting a business first, it begins with having a business idea.
Okay.
You conceive a business idea, the kind of business you want to do, and like we explained what business is. You have identified a problem. You've seen a need somewhere. Say, I think I can go into this thing. I can solve this problem. So I want to start this business. But the problem is that most people think that when you are starting a business, you have to start being big, because you saw somebody in business where the person has got into, and you think you have to start like that. It's Obama magazine na behome sana na shop who started also me started the papa yeah na I want to be like him. But you can't start that way. You have to start small. I have a book about the big businesses in US, and the businesses are developing, how they started. That's the title of the book, How They Started. Business almost started in their garage, in their own garage. So now start a business. No, so kona kakra bi, and now no or introducing the whole so there, gradually they move out. They are coming to town. They are expanding, and then they will make a name.
Do we still have people in our time? Because now nobody discussion being and say, and your my won't say the first meeting council be started from this point, and every bro one kind of each other will be asked us that table so and it will be our making be asked us starting from a table so, and some of them you can see say what they are saying. Some of them are not really feasible, but just said they don't want to show you the way or the secret. I don't know. So do we still have some people like that? We said okay, those in the olden times, and they used to give us the way, and you could say those ones were applicable. But then most people would deceive you. Oh, man, made they 2 cities now. Business I say, I brought a name really. Say 2 cities. I say, "Tofu me no pena. Tofu we can put 2 cities."
Coach, if you have a source of a Babylon, na me will liquid soap business be. I don't know if you knew about it.
Yes, sir.
Me start here, I used to hold the soap in my hands and go to people.
Okay.
Oh, me was soap or how? Fine, I'm okay there, but it would come. Let me roll office, but you only liquid soap, and we used to have a small one. I think it's a 125 ml bottle. To me, but okay, go and use this one and see. the people use soap come on. So gradually Grufo Behui. I remember there was a guy who came in the line. Once me one or say or the soap no be called Capital Estate. Where the railway fee na near town. Also they call Capital. Capital Estate there also. I say that they may call Aba. Say we now say part of a year. And when you one major customer, it was a surprise. Until later we stopped that giving one and was supplying. But along the line, production and issues be a hotel kakra, which we are going to come again. You see, depending on your idea, so they can won't even for 2 cities and start a business. But won't even start a case. It be a person or idea. But who your capital skill class is here, won't even rent a shop. Now won't even find idea and count. Then start buying some shares, some prizes, put them in a bag and go around.
That's what I mean, saying, can we get genuine people to me and open up shows? Oh, this is how I began. So, I mean, Phyllis, I also personal shares and I enter into my venture. This is how, because and a lot of people are afraid of business now. But I like one thing you said in your last point, and you can say you decide to come in well. I didn't say. You add something unique, or you brand yourself in a way the right customer base. Because most people are doing, also ABB cannot represent BB, but others also come well. I mean, in town, your hotel will grow my open dinner, near my boy day. But when you visit, be a now open. Very standard service. But over cast name wedding, but that is where you know so you get a standard service. So I want you to also advise us on that because some people will not open up and teach you the right thing. People say some youth will start what kind of them on them so now I call it or pim the enemy and son.
I think say one of the challenges now you become once a year, you know. In fact, now me catch yourself. May my experience be pain. Maybe starting my business. There was somebody I knew na me pemwa person chere me say juma we no say na me dey na mentor o ntin ka my list show we show E1 show me call ni pa na me get a tablet and o ka chere me say what dey na kura na o hwe so abe hu serious
black man's mentality.
Also what dey kura na o hwe so abe hu and a new trend so men call hoda men ko bi muda. So what will I do? So now I have to go on the internet search but because a new field a BBT me I think later me share supplier be na o kire me say to we but no kwa no money be ho de ma me a cars e twem from 2018 sana money cry be down e go a won't me nton later na sa nipa na me kono so oni obi kodi nkomo say papa ya ono ankasa timi ko fa na normal ba oni e baby so begu ye adwuma o. So right from the onset it was through say me a threat enti no on share me fine. Now there is a trick Chinese no omo use omo beye so powerful. When they began, what they did was that they sent their children to the developed countries in the Omoko school. Omoko school, and they push them into companies, car manufacturing companies, engineering companies, and all those things. We're pushing top schools. With the mindset of percent in the citizen of top company. But before so Omoko coach more by faith. So go and steal their secrets and come and bring it down. So the people employ them to more company secrets now. Now they go and then apply the knowledge they have acquired from the normal they are born more mind. Enti idea back on boa pass of person starting business and go for understanding. Okay. Enti we see car right person starting but baby I will corner won't share the name we enti cockshow be as obi a business no kwa understand kakra kwa se de bia ye ma wa adwuma ye no na usua na so de akokɔ start will baby ebia na field no nim do start is it's likely you are going to hit.
See, I think the morning to mama and do
Sure.
next week I share free
To be
the starting maybe I'll say how to start because a whole here
Okay.
it's one area I think most of the youth in our time we lack. Like I'm saying, like you also even attested to it, say some people are not even willing to open up to you because or sure you are coming with some energy beer. One here, over man or form. They will not really tell you the truth. They will not open up to you. They can give you because it's your mouth. A wrong route.
Killer advice.
Yeah. Over here na uncle fat. So really want to.
But Chris, I think say me no kode na me gidi say onipa bia yemfa ne say obema killer advice no. That person na say ono amu onyina ne nan so ye. Yes, that's what I believe. Yemfa ne say you want to enter into hotel business. Okay. Na obi oha almost the whole Ghana or hotels or baby. I feel na wono go be shase. That person has nothing to fear about you.
Yeah.
You understand? One bi kura na I don't want to mention any city in Ghana, but kurubi a sebi bi enhye danye. E ho na opese wo shase. Ti say nipa or kan sem bi a kire wa. Onsuro. And mostly no the problem comes here me nua panyin ni di killer advice na on the man because say bia the way a bia ohun say ne ote no ohun say so man key way na the right advice na oba obetimi abetra no aha and because of that you know if you compare the sea to river Tano sea on Tano enko dabi and I think say no so very important sometimes where you go for or advice and also so ehun here.
Nyanza next ke be rere mu ye. Say manager say way. I say my former boss be na me mo say teacher ni ba obi start school no educationist. But also sometimes I'm on education office or starting institution a different thing. How to run a private school is different from how you what your office now running there man. So mo ba down and some of them they start and have challenges. Until I started, I'm here in school, or I'm from name, I've been so no way there. Since I started, one I'm in a man about office, and I didn't come on our schedule. ICA. Because somebody who knows, hey, Chris, I say, what I was saying, then I heard that. Who's ever going to school? Not pay. I'm sure.
Hey,
everyone's all there. Be said, my man, I always like mention and not all pay for fraud. So I'm always like trying to move up. That is my mom be whereby not I go and learn because I did. I'm missing me out from a day. Many watching today, I'm just trying to get more and moving high. So, but later I was happy to say, McQuarrie, now to teach me, man, person credit that for my wine cement at the shoot at the Chambasano, Nina, because I told her, say, there are times I want to me house it, Ghana, even and crying. Another China, as people are giving birth, you know, and it'll be as one preference. Obu I only have crab, but don't find a banner day. And my school. Obia what the president can obia on preference. Try to brand yourself in a way the a solution say they can. It's a solution every month. I'll prosper. So whatever people want, and you're able to give them value for money, and they would come to you. So I think the next week we'll delve more into this. Thank you so much, our entrepreneur, Mr. Kofi Anane.
Sure.
We are really happy to have you around. And next week, I think you'll have a lot to learn. Next week, more in your time, not teaching. Tell you now, my. We want practical experience, and we'll delve more into it. And still, coach is a coach. The coach is over my own son idea. So now you are idea right. The church me Emma may give you a comment. I think let me read a few comments here. Eric Bao say good evening, everyone. TBT. Victoria Mensah. What's the TBT? Isaac Boache say you must engage in productive work to prosper. You must engage in productive work to prosper. Say Nema is been or born a tough or a team. Sarah Cheneboa say on my high nature my TBT please. You might give by no see TBT. And I just a sure I was say running a business in a church. Running a business in a church also creates room for members. When the pastor lacks focus or deviates from this church program into business, leaving church members unattended to. Until we was running a business in a church also creates room for members when the pastor lack focus or deviates from his church program
Next week,
into business, leaving church members unattended to. And to give to the SRO next week, next week, be a best sign, a team being but Marina so I can be brave, a best remo. Say not said another to continue to me and cut it, but yet to me,
go to Facebook. It's a kind from Facebook.
yet to me at the next week, answer your question now and to give to the abano. Come on, now, BBB to me. So ewo yeah, I started there on Facebook on my order high as well HL Fatia Ali, so say great work. Millicent Pontans and I say hello. Emmanuel Kofi Boampon, I say tell them coach. Benedicta naughty, I say say we be so for me picture we say so for farmer they be a farmer as I wanted there here maybe there can be a so for the momo and a trio but only the income and so a coach I say farmer man that's it be my TikTok so be so ever can be over the emerald I brave I'm for any be but so far many comments be a blue face baba and your mom buying that will be bias. It will be bias. I'm saying running into no. Because a coach, a lead consultant, a group, a friend, life coaching consortium, and or issues with your business, marriage, career in every area. Someone in have a one-on-one idea. No, our doors are always opened. You can contact coach on 020-843-8825. 020-843-8825 020-843-8825 and as obeso yes ne say dey can no esi na ebo nyina bibi na power bibi and boy hu it just says opese dey be ekoso ba wa kwam na no che these business ideas in my kan ya and so ya kwam be obetimi asend the support to 0244 818 616963 0244 616963 meeting will be 0244 616963 o de omo afa ho a obetimi so asan contact your mo ne hu dwumadi a wodi na ye betena sese ya ebetimi so advertise o program a wo ye no amount 0244 616963 0244 616963 0244 616963 and I'm super sonya coach number is 020 843 8825 Pacho mama so yasene na intimi empower niema na ye betnasi ya niema itimi akoso wa no 0244 616963 for sponsorship and for consultancy 020 843 8825 you bet koso apa macha obi em say ne ya fa momre ni pi yes next week very say bibi abeshe asientem na etimi awientem na me sure bibi we are so grateful for your time. We are so grateful for being with us. And we say till we meet again next week. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. TBT, the truth, nothing but the truth. See you next week. Bye-bye.